All right, welcome to HOB.com. We are in Las Vegas at the Edom Festival, and joining us right now, Stunt Monkey. Welcome, guys. Thanks for joining us.
Thanks for having us.
Absolutely.
I haven't had you yet.
Maybe later.
Yeah.
Play your cards right, Tiger.
Easy, back off. Do you remember the defining moment in your lives when you decided you wanted to be musicians? You wanted to make this music?
I don't remember last week.
Yeah.
Defining moment. Yeah, I don't. First of all, we have not yet become musicians. We hope to come to Edom and cultivate that responsibility. Right. And as far, I don't remember anything. I mean, I don't even remember how this band started. Do you guys?
Do you remember how you got here today?
In a big van that smells like a Jesus air freshener.
You actually woke us up about a half an hour ago,
Okay,
so
perfect.
Yeah.
that's how
Living
we got
the Las
here.
Vegas life. You don't remember how you formed it? I mean, how did the band come together? Seriously.
I think Rossi and I, yeah?
Yeah, in our friend's basement.
That was the first incarnation of Stunt Monkey in the basement.
We wrote some really horrible songs, and we said, "These are great." we just started a band, and we started it. We wanted to play songs that like we could have some fun with, and that just kind of an escape or whatever. You know, the reason people write songs. So we went in and we just Rossi and I started it out, and we said, "Hey, I think these songs are kind of fun," and played them for some friends at a little club locally and stuff, and they liked it, and we got a good response from people, and they said, "Hey, you guys should keep doing it." So we just kept doing it, and every step of the way, it's been like people have encouraged us and said, "Hey, it's a good band, and come open for this band, and come on, do this mini little loop tour with these guys, or come down to Southern California and do this or that." And so we're just kind of doing it on that level and seeing where it goes. And until people say you absolutely suck, you really need to stop, we'll just keep doing it. We'll just keep annoying people.
So
Notice absolutely suck.
Yeah,
So,
You can suck.
Oh, we've gotten kind of suck.
You kind of suck.
Or you guys suck, and we're like, well, everybody, is that what you all think? And then if one little midget in the back says, "No, you're cool," then we keep going.
yeah, exactly.
There's enough. You just need one
Right,
motivating
and that was
factor.
a very good midget voice, by the way. Just
And we bring him around with us just so we can keep going.
To the midget.
you pay the midget. That's good.
Yeah,
Yes.
they don't take up much space. They eat a little bit less.
They fit in the trap case in the van. Yeah.
So when you started out, you weren't really serious about the band. I mean, it just kind of.
I don't think we're serious about it now.
You're just like, going with the flow.
No, we just started out like Saturday afternoons, jam around and escape, and now we escape more than one day a week. That's pretty much it.
Is it tough not to get discouraged as a young band? Obviously you guys are trying to get noticed and get a record deal and all that. Is it tough?
Well, now you're being presumptuous. We're trying to get noticed and get a record.
You're right. Hey, you're right, man.
I don't know, here's the
We're just
thing.
trying to anger people.
Yeah. I don't know, we like doing this. I mean, we really like doing it. And so you can only be discouraged if you're looking to everybody else to validate what the hell you're doing. So like, if I want to go eat a tuna fish sandwich and someone's like, "Oh, dude, roast beef's kind of where it's at," well, and fuck them. I mean, I want to eat a tuna fish sandwich, and I'm going to do it. And me and my friends like eating tuna fish sandwiches, and that's about the gist of it.
Right.
So we don't really look to anybody. We are not like. I mean, if I wanted to look for validation, you know what we do? We'd go be a rapcore band and go play heavy rock, and I'd grow my hair out, and I'd be a lot angrier at people. But that's just not me, and we don't like to do it. So we're doing this, and if people like it, and people have, then we'll just keep doing that. So that's what's working. So you're only discouraged if you're trying to go for a goal that and then somebody else shoots you down. So put yourself in charge of what you want to do.
How much does conflict play a part when you guys are writing and recording?
We mud wrestle before every songwriting process. So I guess that kind of worked. That gets everything out in the open. And then we go through.
Everything I come up with usually sucks.
Yeah.
So you get shut down right
No,
away.
I put out something, they say let's do the opposite, and it seems to work.
Well, John plays drums, so he'll kind of hum a tune, or he'll hum. And we can't do that. It doesn't work on instruments, and so then we just default.
It's inaudible to the human ear, and then it just doesn't work.
The dog's howling, and we're like, I don't know, but we're not trying to tap that market. So
the canine market is pretty much one that we have slated for later on down the road.
That's for later when you're growing up.
Absolutely, no. There's no conflict.
Yeah,
I mean that's the thing about this band. There is no conflict. Like we go out and see other bands and they're really pissed off and they hate taxes and they want to smack their bitches up and they hate the government, and we're like singing about fuzzy little duckies and stuff like that. So
because they're hot.
They're totally hot. Yeah, exactly.
Well, the thing is, like Rossi was saying, there's two elements of conflict, right? One is conflict like this, conflict against the world, and like, I'm angry musician guy. And we're not that. We'll just never be that. And then the other thing is, you mentioned band conflict, like within the band. Is there conflict?
Yeah.
Well, no. I mean, I think like if a band has that kind of inner turmoil, don't be a band. Like, what the hell? What do you want to like? Because the world hates you anyway. Like going in, you're at a huge disadvantage. Like if you don't like what you're doing as a band, then screw it, because nobody else is gonna care. I mean, generally nobody does. I mean, I've been walking around eating. People don't really give a shit about the bands. They're like, yeah, fuck it, I'm gonna go get a bite to eat with my friends.
Right, I gotta go sit on a panel.
And I mean, so you gotta find people you gel with.
Right.
And people that like to do what you like to do creatively, and if it happens to be painting a picture together, or writing a song together, whatever it is, and find those people, do it, and you'll be a happier person for it. And then if the world likes it, then they'll let them like it. It'll happen if it's going to.
Yeah. How much does the internet play a part in getting your music out there to people?
A significant
Oh,
part.
I see what you're saying.
Yeah. Computers are good.
Yeah.
Do you guys have a website?
We're there right now.
Yeah.
We have www.stuntmonkey.net.
That's the perfect name for your website.
Yeah.
There's a guy who has got stuntmonkey.com, and by the way, it's .net, not .com. .net. If you go to the .com one, that guy sends us hate email now, like, goddamn motherfucker, I got 2 more people, and they're always on his site, and he's like, I hate you guys. So he won't give up the name.
You won't?
But like we use the internet like every other modern band does, I guess, right? We send out the email list. We got the shows posted on there.
Yeah. Pornography.
It's a good way to reach fans who otherwise couldn't, hear about you or something. It definitely can get the word out there more.
And there's also us being on sites. I mean, there's
there's different music sites that we're familiar with. You guys are doing this internet broadcasting, so clearly it's a part of it.
Yeah, definitely.
But
it gets us out there. I mean, it gets us to places where we wouldn't otherwise be, because we haven't really played Italy or Japan or Australia, and we get hits from there. And it's very cool that word of mouth is able to proliferate on the World Wide Web, and it never would be able to otherwise.
Right, exactly.
It's also support for some of the tracking we're doing, with the college stations. We're getting played in some stations across the country. It's really nice. And so if somebody goes, hey, I just heard this great song, they want to find out more, there's an instant thing they can do, because we may not get to play Dubuque, Iowa anytime in the next 6 months.
Right.
We still have some sort of experience with Stunt Monkey.
Yeah, because we're based out of the San Francisco Bay Area. Did we say that part? So okay.
The other thing is, this is cheap, right? The internet is an inexpensive means to contact a lot of people.
Right.
And for upstart bands that get paid like $1.50 in a bagel to come to a show, for the most part, it's on a shoestring budget. A lot of music industry stuff kind of happens, and it's cool. So if you can use it, it'll be interesting to see where it goes. And at Edom, there's been a lot of panels about where it's going.
Sure.
And so we'll be using it and looking at it with a watchful eye and trying to employ it to the best of our abilities.
Are you familiar with the whole Napster controversy?
Yeah.
What do you think about that?
It's basically like just mixed tapes on a huge level with high sound quality. It's like bands never used to get really pissed off about the fact that people would take their album and make a tape of it and give it to their friends.
Yeah.
But now it's it's on the internet, it's available to the entire world, it's digital quality downloads, and people are making mixed tapes of it. And bands are getting pissed off.
Is it okay for people to own your money without paying for it? Or
own
your music?
They can't have our money. We don't have any anyway.
I got your money. No, own your music.
It's a fine line, right? Like the minute you use your music as a promotional tool, it's there, right? Like we put a few of our songs out on the internet. They're out there.
Right.
And if people are going to use them, can we complain about it? No, it's the thing I have to say about all this internet stuff is, what the hell did you expect? What did you expect? You put your song on an MP3, you're like, don't use it for any other purpose other than listening to it.
On your machine.
Yeah, on your machine.
Yeah.
It's forget it, man. That's never been the way it's done. And so, at this stage of the game, nobody really knows about us. I mean, globally or whatever. So, absolutely, we want people to find out about the music we're doing.
I think also there's nothing that replaces the experience of actually buying a CD or a tape and playing with the J card and going, oh, who wrote this song? What did they say here? I mean, you don't get that from Napsters and things like that.
And also, we're not Metallica, so we'd like people to have our songs. Actually, people can hear us, otherwise wouldn't be able to.
Have you guys played conferences like this before, like Edom?
This is the first one we've done.
Is it
first
have
ever?
You performed already?
No, we've not. Tonight, 7:45.
Well, we haven't performed.
Conference Stage West.
You've done some dance numbers here and there. You think it'll be strange to play in front of an audience that's mostly industry people as opposed to fans that are coming to see you?
Definitely.
So are you actively thinking about that?
Yes
are you
and
gonna
no.
do something different?
I think we expect that industry folks are gonna go.
Right.
But that's okay. I mean, we're used to playing in front of 14 and 15-year-old kids who are really music fans. And I mean, we honestly played teen centers and like skate parks and other sorts of events way before we'd ever go and play in a club. Simply because those kids are real. They believe in what we're doing. They're into it. We talk to them after shows. They're buying our CDs. We're exchanging emails, you know, and that's important. That's how this whole music thing happened. It didn't happen because some people came to eat them and decided what was going to be. And I mean, those are the real fans, are the kids. And I mean, that's the reason we keep doing it, is because we're getting good feedback from them, and they're like, yeah, you know, talking to their friends and turning them onto the band. So we'll go out there and we're going to play like we normally play, you know. And if the crowd's going to respond however they're going to respond, I mean, we're just going to do what we do. Right.
Absolutely. You know? And until 14 or 15-year-olds run record companies, like they probably should. I mean, we're going to have to do this. So yeah, they should, because they know what's up. They really do.